Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Libra for February of 2021. Anyhow, for all you that are new out there, I pulled 4 cards for the month, and we use the bottom card on the deck, kind of an overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully to bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have kind of a strange speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Guess that makes all you Libras named Frankie for the time of the reading. Now, look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I really don't believe the cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme for the month. Now, we have good words here. There's sisterhood, brotherhood, freedom, understanding, truth, and purification. And that word purification, when I hear it or Spirit says it to me, it usually means I've cried more than enough tears about some kind of a situation that's been around me for a while or something like that, or I've just really went through the ringer, basically, which a lot of us are doing right now. Even though this is February and I'm doing these in January, it still has been pretty rough. We have a lot going on in the world, that's all I can say. And it seems to get a little crazier every day, but hold on and hang in there. Maybe that we'll all make it through this one way or another together, and that's the way it's working, because our first card here is the moon card. That's pretty interesting, because the moon symbolically is the sign that really illuminates the world through the inner eyes, through the inner resources, your non-conscious side of life, your intuition, things like along that line. So it illuminates that which is inside of us. It makes our inner nature way more clear. We start to understand like the feelings, the nuances, all these little bits and tidbits and trinkets that are coming up inside of us, and we can tune into them way more accurately during this time in our lives. And we tune into the spiritual vibrations, and we can use that not only for ourselves but for others, because we're really in tune with others. Maybe during this time, it means our psychic intuitive sight is really developing. Now, I was thinking about this card when I first laid these cards down, and I was thinking that, you know, the moon itself really can show us things that have been hidden from us, truths or understandings about certain situations that maybe we weren't seeing because we weren't paying attention to them. And a lot of times in our lives, we Libras, we like everything to be fair, just, everybody to be happy. So there's certain things we really don't, we choose to overlook, is the way Spirit's explaining it to me, because it seems as if maybe there might be something more important, or maybe if we confront it with that word truth in there, it might be something that it just hands off. It's going to cause us some kind of conflict. And I believe, and I am not an astrologer, but I believe we're having a Mercury retrograde, and we have a full moon. Mercury, I think at the very end of the month, either the 30th or the 31st, we get into the Mercury retrograde cycle. So what I'm hearing is maybe we need to step back a little bit, start looking around us at our surroundings and things like that, because I know we can handle whatever it is if we actually face the truth around it. And especially with that moon card, because our intuition would be up, it would be on. So because our next card here is strength. And that's interesting because that's coming through severe trials and tribulations and finding a deep inner strength that we didn't even know that we had to begin with. And now it sees us through, you know, basically. So the lion is our inner self. It's our animal gut instinct. It's that kinesthetic type of mediumship. Like, I know what's going on. So we have this coupled with the moon card, and I thought, that's really interesting because it's our gut level intuition. It's not clairvoyance, clairaudience, it's clairsentience. I know what I'm seeing is a truth and I understand it. And I think then that truth itself could set me free. And this is our purification word also. Right in one little card. I went through severe trials and tribulations, and I found this very deep inner strength, you know. So it means right now our inner drives and our outer needs, our instinctive nature right now is supporting us in every single thing that we do. So if our inner is in conflict with whatever is going on in the outer world, right? The inner part is what's going to make the decisions that we need to make for ourselves, for anything, whatever decisions or actions we take right at this time are going to be extremely successful for us, whatever it is. So when we get into harmony with that and we're in tune, you know, it's pretty much like nobody can tell us what's going on. We know what's happening. We know what's going on in our own lives. So if there's something being hidden, my husband always says this little simple prayer. He says, there is nothing that is covered that shall not be revealed. So once I say that little prayer, any information I need to make a wise decision, to make a wise choice in my life, I can make that and I can know that it is right for me. What I found out is when I do that which is right for me, everyone else benefits. And that's the way spiritual law kind of works. Even if we don't know the benefit, even all the way through our lifetime, someone will have benefited from it. And because our next card here is the Page of Cups, that's water energy. It's going to be male or female. It's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is a younger person, maybe a brother or sister, because we have that sisterhood, brotherhood word in there. Could be maybe a son or a daughter, because we're not water energy, a younger person than us, bringing us a message about love. But look at his face. He's like the magician. I've pulled a fish out of a cup, not the rabbit out of the hat, and I'm really happy about what I see. I'm pleased with whatever it is. So we're involved in some kind of an emotional situation that's really, really scary, or this Page of Cups is, but at the same time, it's exciting energy. It could be an engagement, maybe a wedding, something like that. If it was us, and I don't think it is, it means that we were willing to take an emotional risk on something, and we aren't interested at all, period, in being dissuaded from it. We know that what we are doing is right, like right exactly for us, no matter what. It's in our understanding, it's our truth. And whatever it is, we know in our hearts it's going to work out for us, which is really interesting, because I thought a lot of times we like vacillate back and forth, get on that seesaw. what's right, what's wrong. You know, I want to be diplomatic. I want to do the exact right thing, blah, blah, blah. And we want to make everyone happy. And I actually don't think that part is the biggest part this month. It's what we're going to do by running on our intuition. Really, I think that's what all these cards mean, and making choices that are actually based on what that intuition tells us, because the moon and strength are both major arcana. So to me, it seems like that's the relevant or prevalent theme that's coming through this whole reading. The next card here is the Four of Pentacles, and that's called the Miser card. So it's when someone is kind of like holding tight to their money or material possessions, because pentacles are earth plane energy, material world goods, money, you know, the things I own, that kind of stuff. We're holding on to whatever it is we have already. We might be feeling threatened, but that some kind of loss could be coming up. So, and closely, or maybe preparing ourselves for that by closely guarding ourselves, hanging on to something, either our possessions or maybe some type of a situation in our lives that in a kind of inflexible manner. Like, I'm not letting go of that no matter what. And or sometimes with this card, we're just comfortable right where we are in life. But change is part of life. And this card is bringing us some kind of change. And we have to be able to accept that change that's going to come. Otherwise, the changes, the information, the whatever's going on in our life, they get made for us by someone else. And who wants, I don't know about you Libras, but I certainly do not want basically somebody else making my decisions, my choices, the things that I want about my life for me. I'd much rather do them through my own decisions, the way I would like to see or have or feel things are being done, and done in a right manner. And I think most people like that, unless there's someone else involved in the decision and I'm gonna hurt someone basically. But for some of us, it's gonna be, this moon card is gonna show us what is being hidden from us, and we have the strength to make it through. Maybe it's about, you know, one of the kids fell in love and comes home from college and says, hey, guess what, mom, dad, I'm getting engaged, or I'm already married, or some crazy thing like that. Or I've met my first true love, or us. You know, I've made this decision and it's emotional to me, and I'm sticking with it because my intuition is telling me this is the right thing for me to do. This is my truth, my understanding, and my way. And no amount of other people cajoling us is going to change that. It's quite interesting the way this month is. But now we have a King of Rods, and this is fire energy. Very extremely mature. I'm just wondering, you know, before I go forward, that Four of Pentacles, sometimes we're sitting on our money because someone else keeps borrowing it or taking it, and maybe we're saving for something that we just don't want to give that bucks up for, you know. Could be something that simple. We're saying, oh, I just don't have it this month because I want to save it for something I want. Maybe a down payment on something, or something that's important to me, you know. All that kind of energy is coming up around that card too. This King of Rods is fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, male or female, because these are general readings. This is a person of status, someone of wealth, someone who is influential and very independent, but inclined to help us. Some of us will be called to step into this kind of energy. Others of us, this will be someone that can help us, advise us, things like that. You could rely on their honesty, on their intelligence, fair-mindedness. We get really good advice from them. Rod's energy is usually business finance energy. If it's not like an actual person, it could refer to some type of a situation around us where there is absolutely no hint of deception. So it can also indicate good fortune coming to us in a form of unexpected help, advice, unexpected excellent news. For some of us, that Page of Cups energy could bring that unexpected excellent good news. Maybe a promotion. Inheritances can come with this kind of energy also. So it's a lot going on. We're going to make it through. The end result is, I think for the most of us, this Four of Pentacles energy is going to be something that's important to us in the long run, not to like squander it or give it away this month. You know, like it just feels like that type of energy. Instead of me making everyone else happy, I'm making me happy because I'm using my intuition plus the Strength card, which is all of my life experiences put together, all those trials and tribulations where I found the strength I never knew I had, maybe making or taking an emotional risk on something that I normally just wouldn't have done. So I'm thinking for some of us, we may have a relationship reading where perhaps I uncover something, I had the strength to get through it and deal with it, and then I moved from the Page of Cups energy to the King of Rods energy, or vice versa. And I wanted money to be able to make this move, so I saved some. That it feels like that kind of energies. For others of us, it's going to be something that comes to our attention or to our intuition that we were overlooking, and we don't want to fund it anymore because it's really bothersome. I don't know what that's all going to mean, but part of this reading, I believe, is going to be our intuition, our gut knowing about things that's going to guide us right through so that we make all the decisions that are appropriate for us and appropriate in the material world, like beneficial for maybe making choices, decisions that are more in line with the things that we really want to do in our life. And we're going to be guided every step of the way. Between that Moon card and this King of Rods energy could be earth plane guidance. We'd be pushed, guided, directed along the way, and we'd know what it is. I guess we will. I was just looking at our angel card, trustworthy guidance. We better listen to our intuition this month. It's the way to our freedom, our truth, and our true understanding. And through that purification, the strength that I didn't even know that I had came up inside of me, and then I made the appropriate moves. Listen to your gut this month. All of us need to listen to it. It says you've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real, it's trustworthy, and you can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for, be open to receiving our support for anything you need related to this idea. I really believe we're going on gut instinct, which we normally don't really do. Normally, we just want to see everybody else happy and just go along with whatever's happening. This month, it's not going to be that way. The angels gave you this card because they want you to believe in your ideas, which are answers to your prayers, and you can trust them. You will be supported as you move forward to put your ideas into action as long as you check in with your angels regularly for continued guidance. If you ever feel vulnerable, ask your angels to reassure you with emotional, spiritual, and material comfort. Don't worry about the details. They'll take care of themselves as you go along. Go for it. Your idea is valid and divinely inspired. You're safe to make changes and move forward. Well, Libra, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody needs to know more about me, or if you just want to go neb about me, or if you want to set an appointment with me, all the information's down below the screen over at the website. Also, there's 2 short videos over there. One explains the prayer class, the other the sutra classes that I put out there for you. Prayer class, it tells you how to format prayers, why you do them the way you do. Sutras are simple thought forms you put in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes, period, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. Videos that explain them are over at the website. So to all of you I've met through 5 whole years now of doing YouTubes, and everyone I've met through 33 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.